Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy A1 Solution, or you can call me Anthony. We have stuff to talk about. We got missing, can't talk about it. We got flying drones. We got missing viruses. Louis Mangone, urgent Mexico travel. People can't travel or shouldn't travel to Mexico, as the U.S. is saying. And we also have some details on the drones flying in the air and stuff like that. Apparently, they're trying to find radioactive. We'll get to it in a second. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that has supported my channel, watched my channel, liked my channel, subscribed to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. I'm a news channel, reaction channel, vlog channel. I post a lot of different videos. It's a mix of videos, and it's very rare to see a channel like this because, you know, there's so many different niches out there, and I'm doing multiple niches, so it's very hard to get, you know, your videos out there because some people, you know, they don't want to watch news, some people don't want to watch vlogs, some people want to watch or don't want to watch reaction stuff. So, you know, I just appreciate people being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. And regardless of that, first things first is we got 28 days. And before we get into that, let's start screen recording to make sure we get all this real-time accurate. And also, my vlog was really good the other day, man. You should go check it out, dude. I dropped a vlog, and it was a mix. It was like a vlog with some news in it. It was a little different. I don't know if I'll keep doing that because I want vlogs to be more, you know, kind of like soothing and fun to watch, and, you know, forgetting of all the BS. So I want the vlogs to be like, you know, just positive, and I feel like adding news to it makes it less positive. But I felt like trying something. You know, you got to try something to see if it works or not. But I don't know. We'll see. And if you like it, let me know down below. Let me know if I'm, like, you know, thinking too much about it or whatever. But regardless of that, so it is now live. Now we are going to look at 28 days later. There's a trailer about that. I saw it already. It's pretty crazy. It's like, you know, there's this like talking in the background, like 5, 4, 3, wow, rah. There's all these things, right? And then, you know, at the end of the trailer, at least the one I saw, there's a kid at the end, and then they look at the body, and it's like tied up. So, like, spoiler alert, like, nothing happens to the kid because I don't know what you call them in 28 days, because I came from Walking Dead. You call them like walkers, or, you know, the whisperers, whatever, right? But yeah, so 28 days later, they have a trailer for that, and there's also a article here that says, or a message on X says, out of print on physical data and unable to stream for quite some time now, Danny Boyles, 28 days later, is officially returning to digital this week. So, I mean, that's cool. So it's coming back, I guess, for buy or rent, digital. So yeah, so this is another big thing. TikTok, man. TikTok is slowly but surely making its way to getting removed from the App Store, getting pretty much banned, all that stuff. It's looking like a Vine. I think Vine got shut down faster, though, right? I'm not sure. But TikTok is on its verge, and like I said, man, you know, some people didn't really care for the video, but I'm telling you, man, like, this stuff will happen, and the algorithm's not gonna be the same if they. Here's the thing, man. This is where I'm coming from. Is if they do sell it, the algorithm's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? They're not gonna give their good algorithm to an American company. They're gonna give them the whole, like, you know, cover, the TikTok. You know what I mean? The whole name of it, but like the algorithm's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Elon Musk going to Twitter and changing the whole thing, and then the algorithm's just better, right? It's gonna be a little different. I mean, who knows? It depends on who buys it, what their intentions are. Do they follow through with what TikTok did before? You know what I mean? All these things, right? It all depends on intentions. So there is the DHS, FBI, FAA, and DOD released joint statement on mysterious drones. This was, I think, last night, I believe. We're going to read it here really quick. So it says, there are more than 1 million drones lawfully registered with the FAA in the United States, and there are thousands of commercial, hobbyist, and law enforcement drones lawfully in the sky on any given day. With the technology landscape evolving, we expect the number to increase over time. FBI has received tips of more than 5,000 reported drone sightings in the last few weeks, with approximately 100 leads generated. And the federal government is supporting state and local officials in investigating these reports. Consistent with each of our unique missions and authorities, we are quickly working to prioritize and follow these leads. We have sent advanced detection technology to the region, and we have sent trained visual observers. See, that's what I'm saying. So, like, well, there's also a post, I'm hoping I bookmarked it, but there's a post talking about how they said that there's radiation, stuff like that, you know what I mean? If you think about the missing, I can't say it because of YouTube, the missing, the missing and then also the virus that I talked about, the deadly virus from Australia, that's also another thing too. Like, that's also a thing, so let's hope we don't get COVID 2.0. Having closely examined the technical data and tips from concerned citizens, we assess that the sightings to date include a combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, and lawful drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, and stars, mistakenly reported as drones. We have not identified anything anomalous and do not access the activity to date to present a national security or safety risk over the citizen airspace in New Jersey or other states in Northeast. So the one thing is like people were saying that these drones were like popping out of the ocean or something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know too much about it because I've just started diving into it. I saw people talk about it, like Omar. I saw his videos, which got me fascinated. And also, I saw Exploring with Josh tweet or post on X and said he's going to start looking at these drones and stuff like that in New Jersey. So that's kind of cool. So that said, we recognize the concern among many communities. We continue to support state and local authorities, Legion, in reconvenes that would extend and expand existing counter-drone authorities to identify and mitigate any threat that may emerge. Additionally, there have been a limited number of visual sightings of drones over military facilities in New Jersey and elsewhere, including within restricted airspace. Such sightings near or over DoD installations are not new. DoD takes unauthorized access over its airspace seriously and coordinates closely with federal, state, and local enforcement authorities as appropriate. Local commanders are actively engaged to ensure there are appropriate detection and mitigation measures in place. So there's that. And then let's see what some people said. Their goal is likely to normalize drones. We might just live in the future where drones will be spying on us 24/7, performing operations. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. I feel like that's gonna be a thing. I feel like they're kind of like seeing how people react to it. And the one thing about these drones, doesn't it feel like the Pokemon Go? Do you remember when people were playing Pokemon Go and everyone was like doing it? The drones is like the same thing. Like everyone's just like searching for it, like it's Pokemon Go. I found it kind of fascinating. Law enforcement has been confused this whole time over its own drones. Americans are most likely to find the truth on X than any other public statement. In other words, they know exactly what they are and what they are doing. They simply refuse to tell the public. Why did it take so long to make the statement? We all know the spies hostile for all three. Okay, yeah. So you can't. Yeah, there we go. So there's a lot of stuff there. I'm sure you know. Also, the House has passed a bill to disengage the bald eagle as the official national bird of the United States. And this person said, huh? The American bald eagle, the bald eagle has been the national bird of the United States since 1782. When it was placed with outspread wings on the Great Seal of our country, it appears many government institutes and other documents, making it the most pictured bird in all of America. Someone said the bald eagle wasn't the national bird. Wasn't bird... Oh, a turkey. You want a little turkey? Want a little turkey on the show? You want to get some mashed potatoes and some gravy? In Aussie, I was always of the belief that it was already recognized as the official bird of America. Is this some sort of Mandela moment? I don't know, man. All this stuff's weird. See, I don't really know too much about this, man. Like, the only thing I know is like the bear on the California, right? I think, right? I don't know. I don't really follow that stuff. I just follow people that are smarter than me and, share this information like I'm sharing from you. Like, these are things that people find on the internet and I'm sharing them with you so people know what's going on. So we have another alleged manifesto. And one thing people have been speculating, I think someone said it down here too, somewhere, but they say that why are all these people creating manifestos? Like, how is this such a normal thing? Like, is this like a weird trend that happened sometime in the past or something? because I don't have a manifesto. Like, what's like what? Why are people making manifestos? Like, what's like? Why is that a thing now? You know what I mean? And that's one thing is like these people that do that that got the CEO this and a few other things. Like, there's manifestos getting put out there, and I'm not gonna really read it. Because I don't know if this one's true or not, because it says not confirmed independently by that. But the other manifesto for Louis Mangone, that one hasn't been fact checked yet. It's still there. Like if it was fact checked, I would have mentioned it, but it's not getting fact checked. So it's either that the evidence is hard to detect and see if it's real or not, because there's no real valid source, or maybe maybe it is true. You know what I mean? Because there's no way they're gonna leave that post up. Someone's gonna see it and hate it, and then click it, fact check it, whatever, right? Yeah. So there's that. Jeff Bezos is now in the process of convincing Donald Trump to eliminate the USPS. Get ready to pay $15 to send a letter through Amazon. This is a government of billionaires by billionaires for the billionaires. Let's read some comments here, because I have no idea what. I'm 24, chair my young Dems, and I'm not afraid to push back on the MAGA. Wait until you hear how much the USPS loses. The USPS is not for public business and not designed to make money. This is actively happening. It's for Trump. You never responded when I called you out on lying about CA referendum. You're full of it. God. Literally, no one uses snail mail anymore. I downsized the post office. So that's the one thing Theo Vaughn talked about, the post offices and stuff like that. How they're just like kind of like losing its value, kind of like you know what I mean? So someone said this. So this post was real. Holy F. So this person said, I asked Grok to extract this text. The next false flag will be centered on the premise of malicious interdiction of nuclear sources material. It will not involve a nuclear device or nuclear detonation, but rather a radiological threat. Nuclear source materials will be deliberately leaked to target areas to inflict severe injuries through radiation exposure. The real number of casualties as a result of these attacks will remain very low. The purpose is to create a new method of restricting freedom of movement and new policies that will enable the government to continue its expansion of power. The media will display images of attack survivors and who will have burns and lessons across their skin, videos depicting overwhelmed. Okay, so this is, if you want to look into this, you can look into this. There's a lot to this. I don't know. I just wanted to click to bookmark this to see what this is all about. So it talks about some stuff. So you can look at his and go read that. It's a lot. I don't want to sit here reading just about that. But Joe Rogan and Julia Lennon on Australia losing hundreds of vials of deadly viruses. That looks like the opening of 28 Days Later, as what Joe Rogan said. So the one thing about these viruses is not many people are talking about it, man. Like, people are talking mostly about the drones. It's so interesting, like, the drones, and then some people did mention the new, I can't say the word, right, because YouTube, the nukes, the nukes, but that stuff, and then, we got all these drones going around, and let's see what Joe Rogan says a little bit here. Let's see what he says.
Working on hundreds of vials of deadly viruses have gone missing from a laboratory, and scientists warn they could be weaponized.
Yeah.
So what are 100 vials of hendavirus,
yeah,
2 vials of hantavirus, 223 vials of lysovirus, all of which are extremely deadly for humans.
And of course, I love it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Says, something along the lines of the end of that statement.
That's scary.
It could be weaponized. So that's great. Now the freaks are going to go and try and find that stuff.
That's so crazy, right?
We got into this mess in the first place.
We did get into a mess. And why are we here?
That they were working on these viruses in this
Yeah.
laboratory, and it got
Just like
released.
Wuhan, right?
These viruses had been
Exactly. It's been created to, let's see what it says.
created through gain-of-function
Gain
research.
of function research.
These goofballs are down there working on viruses,
Working on
making them
viruses.
more infectious to humans. And you would say, well, why are they doing that? Well, surely they're doing that so they can study them and they can cure them.
Exactly.
Make sure that we don't get sick.
They have these gain of function stuff to, look into these things, try to figure out a cure, all this stuff, blah blah blah, right? So folks, the viruses that leaked in Australia were the Hanta Hendra in the Lucerus category, which includes rabies. Wouldn't you know it, they're all ssRNA viruses. Dr. Zelenko felt that his COVID protocol treats ssRNA. Check my pin tweet. Does anyone know what happens, what the repercussions of this are? Did anyone get fired, put on leave? I'm glad Joe started using X as a way to finding news and information instead of Google. Yes, I'm sure that the super secure multi-billion-dollar BSL-4 lab just lost all of its sample. Like, that's so scary, man. Like, that's scary, man. Like, really, like viruses, you know what I mean? Okay, so here we go. So this right here says White House claims mysterious drones are operating legally and lawfully. Then explain this. Watch until the end. Do you know what shot down that orange orb? Is that a drone, UFO? What do you think? I mean, we're looking at it. Okay. What is... Dude, what am I watching? Am I watching like a Pokemon battle or something? It's like freaking Charizard versus Mew right now, but like a weird... Hold on, let's click it. Sorry, I don't know why that did that. Look at that. Like, what? Aliens in Phoenix, Arizona, December 14th, 2024. Now I was looking at... Go back that way. Yeah, there you go. I mean, see, that's the thing, man. I live in an area where I've seen, UFOs, like, stuff like this. And I believe this stuff, but... Whoa, what the heck? What the heck? It just fell. Boom. But what's crazy, though, is I've seen stuff like this always... Excuse me. Allergies this morning. My nose is starting to frick up. But, apologize. I've been having that lately. I've been doing videos in the morning lately, and it's been making it bad for my videos, so I apologize. But yeah, so these things, like, I've seen weird stuff in the sky before. I've seen the craziest UFO before, like, believe me if you want, but I saw this giant spaceship hidden inside the clouds. My sister and my friends saw this thing, like, you can believe me or not, but 3 people seeing something in the sky, I mean, how could you not believe it? I mean, if 3 people see it, if 1 person sees it, it's like, okay, well, I must be going crazy. But when 3 people see it, at the same exact time, communicate to each other at the exact same time, and say they all see this thing at the exact same time, it's a little scary, right? Yeah, and then, imagine getting mad about having to consider something for a moment, and I guess considering possibilities just wakes up, just breaks some people's minds. Wait, what was this from again? Was I talking about? Oh yeah, so anonymous whistleblower statement claims that the DoD and Intel community has high definition video of craft performing trans medium operations. And then it says such footage includes examples of NHI craft such as medium orbs been filmed. I'm gonna let this sit for a second here, then you can just screenshot it or whatever, pause it, whatever, and read it. So there's a psyop being conducted to make us believe. So I read this already, but I don't want to get too much into this because I don't want to get too much into these things. You know what I mean? But I do want to let people know that it's there. You can go look at this dude's Twitter or whatever you want to do. So this person said 2 drones were spotted flying over the PSE&G nuclear power plant in Siloam over the weekend. Officials said the utility company has now asked the Federal Aviation Administration to shut down their airspace over the sensitive sites. As concerning as that sounds, they're going to try to use this to ram through a piece of awful legislation. Okay, I wonder if they use Grok there. If drones can hover over a nuclear plant, local teams shouldn't be stuck waiting for a federal okay. Give them the tools and green light to neutralize the threat on the spot. No delays, no excuses. Very, very interesting stuff. This is all stuff that I saw on X, and I'm like, yo, like, we gotta share some of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that was pretty crazy to me, seeing this cobra, this king cobra bites python. Look at that thing, dude. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? And then the python dies from the cobra's venom. Just look at that thing. It just squeezes you. It just bites you. Man, talk about, like, you know, being in a chokehold, dude. Like, this ain't, you know, this ain't no UFC. You know, you ain't getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy, bro. Cobra eating python. I don't want to see that, man. You want to go watch that? Go watch it. But I just wanted to look at this photo really quick. Jetpack man-shaped drone being reported in New Jersey. What could this be? Yeah, what could that be? It kind of looks like it's wearing a coat or something. I don't even know what the heck that is, dude. That's weird. So people are dude, they're doing freaking Iron Man. Why are they so interested in New Jersey? Because of the drones. Some people say it's distraction. I think it kind of is. Who knows? It could be. Because I'm like, see, here's the thing, man. I care about the drones, but if the government doesn't care about the drones, then it's pretty much not about the drones. It's about, like, I think people got it wrong. I think people care about the drones so much, but it's not about the drones. And think about it. Like, if people said, like, you know, hey, there's a missing new, like I said, I can't say it because of YouTube, but if there's a missing new, like, wouldn't, like think about it. Like, why would the government say there's something missing? People are going to be concerned. They're going to not trust the government, all this stuff. So they got to be careful about how they approach this, right? So I can understand why they're kind of quiet about it, which is understandable because, you know, like, imagine finding out that there's something missing and we don't know where it is and it's potentially harming to us, our country. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to harm us. So it's scary. So, like, they can't tell us that. And then also the virus, that I don't know why they're not talking about it. Like, that's also scary too. But I think this whole drone stuff is to kind of, like, either be safe about it or protect us about the real truth, and also about the virus too. Like, there's viruses, like, maybe they're looking for radiation and viruses, trying to figure out, like, kind of detect it. Like, it's just scary. It's scary knowing that a lab can somehow have viruses and then these viruses disappear out of thin air. Like, how are you in a level 4 lab, aka Wuhan, and because of COVID, right? This is going to be another whole bad experience with what is going to happen in the future, and I really hope I'm wrong. I'm really hoping I'm wrong, bro. I'm telling you right now, I really hope I'm wrong. I'm really hoping that this virus is, you know, going to get found or something like that, because, dude, if this gets out, we're going to have a COVID 2.0, and that's a prediction, a theory, not truth, you know, for entertainment purposes, I guess, for YouTube's sake. Scary stuff. Also, Elon Musk has tweeted out about Tesla. Tesla has now reached another funny number. It used to be at 420, now it's at 469.42. Yeah, yep. And also too, yeah, so the one thing about the virus is, you know, it's like, these viruses, they come from these gain of function, you know, like I said earlier, these gain of function labs. And when you're a lab like this, like, something missing, it seems kind of odd to me that something could go missing. You know what I mean? Long story short, very, very odd. And I think I talked about that already, but I just want to bring that up again. The FBI asks New Jersey residents to not shoot down drones. So the one thing is don't shoot down no drone or whatever you see, and don't point lasers at these objects. You want to know why you don't want to point lasers at spacecrafts in the sky? Is, for one, I'll tell you this right now, and I'm not sure if it's country or not country. I'm not sure if it's state by state, if the laws apply differently. But I saw a video of a guy pointing a laser at a I think it was like an AC-130 or whatever you call it, like one of those planes that can, like, have thermal and all that. I don't know if it's like every plane. I'm not sure, man. I'm not the freaking government, but I'm sure there's a lot of things they can do. But there was a plane flying in the air and someone had a laser and they're pointing at it, and literally 5 minutes later, literally minutes later, police and all these people came to this guy's house and arrested him because it's dangerous to point lights at these objects. So my tip to people is to not point lasers at these things, because the government can come after you. There's actually laws where, you know, you can't point because it blinds them and it destructs their sights or whatever, something like that. kind of like texting and driving, but worse. So I think, I don't know, something like that. But it is true that you can't really point. Just don't point lasers at them. Point your, cameras, all that stuff, whatever. But just be careful. That's just a little A1 tip from the solution, because this is called the circle of life. There we go. Yeah, so the FBI, New Jersey residents do not shoot down. So we're going to read this here. New York warns public against pointing lasers, like I said, pointing lasers at manned aircraft or shooting down suspected, blah, blah. FBI Newark and New Jersey State Police want to warn the public about an increase in pilots of manned aircraft being hit in the eyes with lasers. Like I said, you got to be careful, man. They will come after you. They will come out. So don't be stupid. And because, here's the thing, man. No one taught no one about lasers and getting no one taught no one. There's no training school. There's no one at school, your middle school, college. I don't think they even teach you at all in school. But there is a law, and it is a thing, and you can't point lasers at these aircrafts. You will get in trouble. There's it's so weird how people don't really talk about that. Because think about it. I don't know. Well, don't think about it, but just think about what I said. It's just very odd that we don't teach people that stuff. You know what I mean? Very, very odd. So be careful with because people are getting hit in the eyes because people on the ground think they can see an unmanned aircraft systems. UAS. There is also a concern with people flying, possibly firing weapons at what they believe to be a UAS, but could be a manned aircraft. FBI, Newark, New Jersey SP, and dozens of other agencies and law enforcement partners have been out every night for several weeks to illegally track a piece of equipment to find the answers to the public is seeking. However, there could be dangerous and possibly deadly consequences if manned aircraft are targeted mistakenly. Yeah, like I'm saying, they can get hurt, they can get hurt in any way, farther, unalived, right? All that stuff, right? So many factors to that, and also you can get in trouble. You can get in trouble, get ticketed, go to jail, whatever. I don't know what the circumstances are. I know they're gonna come to your house, 100%. So be careful, man. I'm telling you, believe me or don't believe me. Do what you want, but be careful. That's a little warning from me. A little warning. However, there could be dangerous, blah, blah. Misidentification often occurs when UAS are often are mistaken for more familiar objects such as manned aircraft, low-orbit satellites, or celestial bodies like planets or stars to move accurately and prevent false sightings. A variety of tools and techniques can be used to assist with visual identification of suspected UAS. Accurate identification is critical for maintaining safety and ensuring appropriate responses to UAS activity. There are many different websites and mobile applications the publics can access through various government agencies and private companies that show flight paths. So if you've seen Omar Gosh's video, I'm 100% people seen Omar Gosh video. I mean, if anyone that follows me, I'm pretty sure some of you, probably 50% of you know who Omar is. I'm pretty sure because he's a part of the paranormal stuff like that, right? So he's actually talked about that a little bit. So someone was saying that New Jersey residents are reporting unusual bird patterns as thousands of birds migrate from New Jersey. The birds know. So the one thing is, people are saying that, have you seen, you guys don't know about this, this happens all the time. But when you're watching this, why is it happening right now, though, during the drones, right? And obviously, I'm gonna take this tweet with a grain of salt because I don't really follow this person, so I don't know if they speak the truth or whatever. But take it with a grain of salt. But when I'm watching this, you can see, look at that bird pattern. You can just see it. Look at that. They're like it's not even your normal pattern. This is really odd. Just look at it. It looks like they're like in a line and they're all connecting the dots and everything. We see them because we've seen birds, flying in those giant, kind of like a dust storm or something like that. There's just a bunch of them, right? See, that's normal. That one right there, the one where all the birds are flying, but when they're all in a line, perfectly in a line, that one's weird. This one right here, that's a weird video there. Very, very weird video, but I'm not really too sure. Also, Belleville, New Jersey mayor says drones may be looking for missing radioactive material. We are aware as a threat came in through Port Newark. Some people are saying that it's coming out of the ocean. You know what I mean? And think about this too. Remember the floating balloon? You know, the white thing flying in the sky, and people didn't know what it was, and they weren't shooting it down, but then they eventually shoot it down, and then it like dropped into the ocean, and then they had to like pick it up because they didn't want it to like fly on people's like houses and stuff like that. Something like that, right? Because they didn't want, you know what I mean? So there was and there is an alert that's out there right now that radioactive material in New Jersey has gone missing on December 2nd. So how do these things go missing? Like, we're talking about the government that's supposed to protect us, and they have like these high-end equipments, these high-end, technologies, right? How are these things getting missing? You know what I mean? How, are these things not being protected? Are they not under supervision where people are like actually just watching these things, making sure no one can walk in there and just grab? Like, how? Like, it's just so confusing how something goes missing. You know what I mean? How does something go missing? That's like me going to school saying, "Hey, I lost my homework, teacher. My dog ate my homework. It's gone. I don't have." It's like kind of like that. It's like, what do you mean? Why is it not in your backpack safe? Where, like, why is it just out there? You know your dog's gonna eat it. You had this happen before, right? This is not a new occurrence. We've had this happen before, yet it's still happening. So that's where I come from. I'm not saying this is true. Like, they're doing this on purpose, but I'm having a observative. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm being very I'm observating and kind of like speculating and not going too deep into it and saying it's true, but there's a high possibility that there's something weird going on here, because something, so valuable like viruses, radioactive material, right? I can't say the word, like I said. And just all these things. And also, by the way, I don't know if I talked about this, but you shouldn't travel to Mexico. I'm going to say this just in case if I forgot to say it. But don't travel to Mexico right now. The U.S. have had a warning about, traveling, an urgent message saying don't travel to Mexico. I've seen people travel to Mexico, and it's not good. They, get unalived, and they're not here no more, and all they wanted to do was travel to Mexico, but they get hurt. And also, there's actually another guy too, a guy that I watched, Sabbatical. He went to Russia, and how Russia, I forgot what they call it, but it's sketchy to travel there. You can travel there, but it's sketchy, and the Russian people or the officials will find any way to get you. And what happened was, that's exactly what happened, and he was close to like a border, like 20 kilometers or something like that, and they actually arrested him and detained him and tried to frame him, and they tried to say that he had meth inside of his body, like drugs, and he was saying, like, the food they're feeding him, maybe they're like, putting stuff in his food, and he was in prison for like 14, 15 days, a couple weeks, whatever. And I will have his link down below to his channel. You can go watch his channel. He has his full story up on his page. And I want to say thank you, Sabbatical, for allowing me to share your content. This dude's a really good person, man. He responds back to me in DMs. He says, yeah, it's cool, man. You can share my content. It's cool, and I've asked many people if I can share your content, and some people don't respond, you know what I mean? And he responds, and I appreciate it. And here's the thing. I'm not saying just because people don't respond, I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying that it's nice to have someone respond to me and give me validation, like, hey, yeah, you can do that. Fine. It's okay. You can do that. Just thank you for doing it. He didn't even like say anything else. He's just like, yeah, you can use it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. And you've seen his content. I've shared a couple videos, like the Ireland, the Russia video I sent, the detained. That's the guy. And I'm going to have his channel linked down below, so you can go check that out. So it was a shipment. So there was a shipment of radioactive material. It arrived at its destination, and the container was damaged and was emptied. So that's how it got lost. Is there was a shipment, something traveling to one place to another place, and then it ended up arriving at the destination, and the container was damaged and there was empty. There was nothing in it. There was, where did it go? Where did it go? How does that happen? If it's so valuable, there should be like an aircraft, like a helicopter, following this thing 24/7, you know what I mean? And vehicles like FBI, all that stuff following this material. So was this material just like traveling by itself, like no security, nothing? Because I've seen trains. Haven't you heard the stories of like trains getting like, you know, like stuff missing out of trains and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Super weird, man. And then also too, there was also I think I talked about it, the manifesto, the shooting at the school, right? So this person said kids die in school, you know what I mean, and nothing changes, but one CEO gets Assassin, right? Assassin, you know what I'm saying? Assassin's Creed, right? Assassin, and we have politicians and lawmakers lining up to make sure this never happens again. So this person says down here, what law would have stopped either? If you haven't considered the fact that we should have called it endless open season on school, blah, 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 you really shouldn't just give it up. All things considered, the lefties want to take the guns, and the lefties are the ones who carry out school law, right? You know, there's a lot of, I'm not going to say I agree with these things. I'm just saying, you know, there's people talking about it. They share their opinions. This person's like mass shooting, media exaggerations, I don't know what that says, thoughts and prayers, social media, gun debates, no one actually does anything, and then it's like a circle of life. It just keeps coming back and forth, right? And then, you know, people talk about some things down here. You can definitely go check out this person's tweet. You know, there's their @ right? You know, these are things that I wanted to share. These are things that I wanted to talk about. And the drones, you know, I'm not really concerned about the drones, because I'll be honest with you, like, and also actually not even just the drones. Like, here's my long story short thing. I'm not worried about the drones. What I'm worried about is the viruses. I'm worried about the radioactive stuff, and I'm also worried about people getting into our country through the border, you know, illegally, stuff like that. And I'm also worried about, you know, Ukraine too. I'm not really worried about the drones because, you know, if no one's like actually getting hurt by a drone, I'm not worried about it, because there's obviously something for it. They're doing it for some certain reason. You know what I mean? For some certain reason, like there's no way they're just gonna pop up drones. It could be they're searching for stuff. It could be a programming, like a predictive programming, where they're trying to tell us like, hey, this is what the future is gonna be like. And I'm telling you one thing, man. If you've seen like I showed some clips of like robots helping Kim Kardashian's assistant in the mall. That's scary to me. We're going to see robots walking around, carrying your luggage, all these things. We're going to see robots everywhere. We're going to see robots flying in the sky. Because think about it. What's quicker than humans? Drones. What's one thing that's taking people's jobs? Drones. AI. Because we don't need AI no more. We got McDonald's, and this McDonald's business, it has no people in it. It's all AI. You just go in there, can I get a Big Mac? And then the robots are and everything's all, it's like the I think there was like a SpongeBob episode or something like that. You know, I think it was like it was about his like the burger or something like that, and like, you know, it's the whole process of like the hands around. I think it was Plankton, right? It was Plankton. I think it was Plankton and Karen, right? Plankton and Karen, and they were like, we want to get the Krabby Patty, right? And then we're like, you know what? We're gonna make our own patties, right? Do you remember that episode? They're going, you know what I mean? I see that being in the future, and it scares me. But the one thing I'm more scared about is shootings at schools, radioactive materials, and viruses. The drones, I'm not too concerned about. I have a weird feeling that that's a distraction to make us, because think about it. There's so many people talking about it. Why do people care more about drones than viruses that are deadly, that can be a potential 2.0 COVID? You know what I mean? That's what I care about. You know what I mean? Another thing where they're able to say, hey, stay inside, don't go outside, stay inside. There's even a virus in Africa too, by the way. You know what I mean? And also too, one thing I want to say too, Sabbatical, the guy that I was talking about earlier, he's actually lived in China for like 6 years, so that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of a little fun fact about him. But that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna get more into this. I've been here for like about 35 something minutes or something like that. I just want to appreciate everyone for supporting my channel, for being here, for being a part of my, you know, just my life, you know what I mean? I know a lot of my videos have been back and forth, you know, from the drama stuff, from, you know, but here's the thing, man. I wanted to defend myself. I know some people don't want to hear these things, But you got to realize when you're a YouTuber and you're on the internet, all your stuff's out there. It's all public, right? All my videos, all that stuff. And when people are belittling me, you know what I mean, saying I'm unhinged or this or that, and people are, not are agreeing with that, I gotta defend myself and show people the truth. And I'll tell you one thing, I did not watch their videos. I don't know my thing. I never knew about the Beardo responding, and also apparently the Andrew person responded back to me too. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like, I don't know these people. You know what I mean? And I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like I have to confirm and kind of clarify here and share my side of the story that Andrew talked about me way before the J-Cart stuff, way before J-Cart. Beardo talked about me way before the J-Cart stuff. They hopped on the J-Cart stuff because they knew about me before the J-Cart stuff. So they were eyeing me, bro. They were eyeing me. I'm pretty, dude. And then the ghost thing, I thought that was kind of funny. But like I said, man, I don't care what people do, man. I'm just saying my truth. People want to do what they want to do. They want to talk about Twin Paranormal, how they got robbed and stuff like that. Yet when people talk crap about them and debunk them and hate the things they do and say they're fake, and there's people commenting me saying that Twin Paranormal's fake, Omar Gosh is fake, Kelsey Davies is fake. I'm just so fed up with that, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry for dropping that video, but that's my last video on that. I'm moving on. I'm tired of all these people thinking that they're trying to, like, find something from me. Bro, I'm the main source. I'm the one who started all the videos. I'm the reason why the videos even got started. My video is the reason why Beardo made debunking the debunker debunking. You know what I mean? I'm the reason why Andrew made a video on me. I'm the reason why all these other fans made videos on me. And tell me this right now. If I pay attention and stalk people and copy people, why would I not know about Beardo, Andrew, and all these other people, Spiritual, Dragon, whatever, all these people? Why would I not know that they made videos on me? If I was talking about them and being so harsh about them and attacking them, why would I not know about their videos that they dropped on me? See, here's the thing. People will believe what they want, but I'll tell you the truth, and if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But I'm very honest, and I'm super honest. And I'll always be honest with my community because I've been there. I've been in the deepest darks of my existence, you know what I mean? I've been in bad places in my life. And my girlfriend is one of the reasons why I'm striving and thriving. And people think we're having issues. Bro, we're not having, bro, we're always doing good. And if we do have issues, we talk it through. And we don't bring up the whole, I'm breaking up, guys, I'm leaving you. We don't talk about those things. We don't talk about important things. And if anything does get close to that, we retract that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we love each other. We're twinsies. We in a way, here's the thing, man. We in a way are meant to be with each other because of all these things. Like, here's the thing. When you meet someone, life experiences matter, because when you date someone with the same life experiences, it means that you two can connect way more. You know what I mean? You guys can connect more. You got things to talk about. When I talk about something, it's understandable. When I feel something, it's understandable. And people think that we're having, not really. I love this girl. I'm going to marry this girl. You know what I mean? And I want to be with this person forever. And she helps me and supports me throughout mental stuffs and all that stuff. And by the way, she's with you people. She agrees that I shouldn't have made those videos, but I had to. Because it's my channel, it's my character, it's my reputation. I had to do that. I had to. I can't just let people attack my character. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to talk about Corey, but that's why, I was hoping Corey talked, because I did care. I mean, in a way, my videos are kind of like, hip, but I was still positive. I respected his candle business. I respected his mental health. Care about him, and I care about him more than ever, because I apologized and I realized I was going down a dark path, just like what I was getting to in my life. Like I was going down a dark path. I didn't really appreciate myself. I didn't appreciate who I was as a person. I didn't appreciate the people I was dating. I didn't appreciate a lot of things. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make a video, and I'm trying to drop it on the day of Christmas, or maybe before Christmas, or something like that, just about me. about my life, about I've talked about some stuff, but I'm talking about like experiences, like things that made me who I am today, kind of thing. I did talk about stuff already, but this is a little different. Like, this is like experiences, like the reason why I think the way I do, all that stuff, right? But I just want to say, you know, I don't really care what these people do. I made my video. At the end of my video, I said I respect them. You know, I was harsh, you know, in my videos. I'm gonna end my video here though. But in my videos, I'm 100% harsh. But you gotta realize, when I'm pissed and people are like, you know, creating crap about me, saying stuff that's not really true, you know, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Like, my videos, I say it's opinion. I say it's a gut feeling. I say I don't have proof. I say it's just, you know, these are feelings. You know, I gotta be careful with my words. And these people are, you know, calling me a murderer. You know, they're saying my girlfriend is this and that. You know, they made a whole video on my girl. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? And I will not let anyone attack my girlfriend. I would not let anyone attack my channel, my character, and without me defending myself. And this is my last time talking about it again. Like I said, I'm about to end my video here. I just want to just confirm this, because this is at the end of the video. I've already talked about everything I wanted. This is literally extra credit. I don't need to do this. I don't need to make this video. That's what some people realize. Some people don't realize that I add extra stuff just because some people might want to know about it, right? You know, I know some people are probably going to click off at that or whatever, but I know that some people want to listen to what I got to say. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. And at the end of the day, I am done with drama. I'm done with beef. I want to move on to my channel. I want to move on to the things I want to talk about. I want to move on to the things that are interesting to me. News, some politics, depending on what it is. I'm not a political person. You know what I mean? I'm not super political. I just want to share things that I think are interesting. From that to reactions to videos that I see online, like fun little things I can react to, creating vlogs, all that stuff. You know, my channel is a mix. Like I said, my channel is a mix. It's super rare to see a channel with all these different kinds of niches. You want to know why channels are one specific niche? You know why? Because if you have multiple niches, that one niche that you do good in, people probably won't watch your other niches. You know what I mean? Because it's very hard to make it on YouTube with multiple niches. And I'm trying to prove a point that it's possible. You just got to work and strive and find the right routine, the right formula, the right way to get it going. It's like a pamphlet or something like that. You need to find your way through the amusement park. You know what I mean? There's so many things going on. There's this, there's that. You know when you go to like Disneyland, or like maybe like Six Flags or something like that, or some amusement park, and you can't find your way around. You got to look at this map, like, I go this way, go that way, oh, this way, oh, that way. You know what I mean? You got to like find your way. It's fun though. You know what I mean? But if you go there all the time, it's not that hard to find things. I haven't been to Disneyland. I haven't been to Disneyland in a while, so I just threw out an example. But regardless of that, I just want to say one more time, just thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for watching my channel, and you know, I just appreciate the love that people give me. It means a lot to me, man. Like, you know, making content has always been something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. In middle school, high school, you know, I've seen, you know, all this technology progress and all that stuff, and I'm like, dude, this is like where I want to be. I'm gonna talk about it in another video, but I'm gonna say this one last thing, is I wanted to make content when I was in high school, and I started growing, and I was like, dude, this is really cool. I kind of like this stuff. I had a little Radio Shack webcam and stuff like that, and long story short, content has always been something I wanted to do and make in my life. But regardless of that, this is your boy A1 Solution. We out here chewing bubblegum, kicking butt, saving the day. Right? Pa, 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 pa. I said it backwards, but it's okay. I want to end this quick here. And I know some people don't watch the end here, which is fine. But, you know, knowing's half the battle. We out here self-caring, taking care of my fans, my community, my people that watch, the viewers, the people that click to watch at a certain point, just to check and curious what I'm saying. Regardless of that, have a great day. See you in my next video, and it's gonna be an interesting video. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, well, I mean, some probably won't think it's gonna be a fun one, but I think it will be kind of fun. And stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for all the love. Have a great day, and have a great holiday too. Have a great holiday, and see you later.